Welcome to WildernessMaster.com product reviews. Today we're reviewing Wise Company's portable or individual sized food choices here. Now, we've a little bit of history here. Wise Company generally has not been one of the major players in like individual size backpacking, camping type food. That's more your Campmore and those other players that are out there. They have entered that market with some of the individual serving sizes, although we'll talk about that in a minute. And we decided we'd review them and try them out as we do with several of the food choices out here. Now, today I have reviewed the savory stroganoff and the teriyaki rice, and myself and several other individuals actually reviewed these foods. Just to give you a rundown on this savory stroganoff, it has about 4.5 grams of fat, 45 grams of carbohydrate, and 7 grams of protein. This one's a very similar profile, although it's got about 62 grams of carbohydrate and only 6 grams of protein. And actually, very little fat. It's only got 0.05 fat. So this one is a little bit more on the carbohydrate side. All right, as always, let's get into the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, in general, as a recommendation, I'd say this is an above average buy. We like this product. There were a few things we'll talk about in the good, bad, and ugly, but I think it's a decent buy for the money. So let's get into those. The good. The good is a lot of food. If you look at the same size of this and some of the freeze-dried food choices, you will find that you're looking at oftentimes only about 2 servings, sometimes 2.5. These are 4 way over the top servings. I had myself and 2 adult boys, that's kind of a misnomer there, 2 adult men that were trying these out with me, and they were pretty filling. For 3 people, there was well more than another serving left over. Also, the flavor at first, until we added salt, was kind of neutral. But once we added salt, the flavors came out and they tasted pretty good. Normal weight is about the same as what you'd find for a typical, freeze-dried meal. And these are, I think, freeze-dried. And just a lot of food, I'll tell you, a lot of food. Good flavor once that came out. The bad. Well, one of the bads is that you did have to have salt. And if you try to eat these without salt, they're pretty bland. I'll tell you, until we added that salt, the flavor wasn't popping out of these. I honestly could not tell the difference between the 2 of them until we added salt, largely except for texture. Secondly, these are very starchy products. As I said, one of them almost has no fat, the teriyaki rice. This one only has 4.5 grams of fat. And they're a little bit on the low protein, very high carbohydrate side. And from a nutritional profile, it's not the greatest nutritional profile, but it will keep you alive and it will feed you out in the field. Now, that said, this is an above average buy. We recommend it. I think these are choices that you can add to your portfolio of food, whether it's camping food, backpacking food, survival food, which is where this company, Wise Company, kind of came from. Well, this is WildernessMaster.com, and I am Luke Stevens, and we're reviewing Wise Company products and their individual kind of size food choices here. Have a good one.